Meta is asking every single Quest owner, Quest 2, Quest 3, doesn't matter, to hand in their birthday. And if you get it wrong, you could lose every game you ever bought. And here's the thing. It's not the bad guys that Meta is catching with this. It's regular people, adults, people who paid hundreds of dollars for their games and who bought a Quest maybe for their kids, and someone that left it in a box for a few months. And those are the people that are getting burned. Let me walk you through exactly what's happening and how it works and who's actually at risk, because it might be you. So first, where did this even come from? Back in January 2024, Mark Zuckerberg, aka Mark Zuck, got dragged in front of Congress for a child online safety hearing. And his whole argument was basically, don't look at us, make Apple and Google handle the age verification at the App Store level.
It's genius.
Congress wasn't buying it. So Meta did something interesting. They went ahead and rolled out age verification on Quest themselves. Not because they wanted to, but to prove a point, to show regulators, hey, look, we're the ones doing it and we're doing it right. We're doing it.
Look what I can do.
The rollout started late in March 2024. By April 2nd, it was public. And that 30-day clock started ticking for millions of people the moment they booted up their headset. The stated reason is child safety. And look, that part is legit. VR is uniquely immersive. A kid watching something they shouldn't on a cell phone is one thing, but in a VR headset is a completely different experience. So the intent behind age gating here isn't crazy, but the execution is where it gets messy. Here's how Meta's age system is set up. When you have a Quest account, you fall into 3 different categories based on your birthday. Ages 10 to 12, you're in a preteen account. Your parents have to set it up. They approve every app you download. Everything is locked down, right? Okay. Category 2, ages 13 to 17, teen account. Your profile is private by default. Parents can supervise. You can't access mature content. 18 and over, adult account, full access, no restrictions. The store is open for business.
Open the door.
Simple enough, right? The problem is what happens when you have to prove what tier you're in. The prompt shows up in the headset, not in an email, on the headset itself when you power it on. If you haven't touched your Quest in a while, if it's been sitting in a box, or if your kid only uses it on the weekends, you might not even see it coming. And once you see it, you've got 30 days to respond. If you miss that window, your account gets blocked. Not deleted, but blocked. It stays blocked until you comply, and that's where people start running into walls. Here's what nobody's really saying out loud about this system. Your birthday isn't just an age verification, it's functionally the password to your entire account. Think about it. Your birthday determines what tier you're in. Your tier determines what content you can access. And if you enter it wrong, you can't just go back and fix it. Meta requires you to verify your birthday with a government ID or a credit card charge before they let you change it. Unlike an actual password, which you can just reset with an email link in 30 seconds, there's no reset button for your birthday. If you've entered it wrong, you're now in the verification loop with no obvious way out.
Okay. Oh, God.
And it gets worse because it's not just about getting locked out. It's about which birthday you've entered. If you fat-fingered the year and accidentally made yourself look like a 10-year-old, Meta doesn't just restrict you. It starts reclassifying your account into the preteen tier. And if you can't prove otherwise, you could permanently lose access to your account, your apps, and every purchase you've ever made. This is stated on Meta's own help page. Their exact language is, if you remain in the wrong account for your age, you could lose access to your account, apps, and in-game purchases. Not might, but could. Let me give you the real scenarios. Scenario 1, the casual adult user. You're an adult, no kids in the house. You bought a Quest 2 back in the day. You played it once, put it down, fired it up a year later, and bam, you get hit with that prompt right in your face. You're rushing through the setup, and maybe before you tapped in the wrong year. That's it. That one tap puts you in the age verification spiral. Scenario 2, the parent setting up a kid's account. This one is actually documented. The parent was testing out the parental controls, setting up their kid's account, entered in the birthday too young by accident, contacted Meta support multiple times. Support told them there was no way for them to correct the age on the account. The games, the progress, the purchases, all stuck in a profile they can no longer use properly. Scenario 3, the gift that sat in the box. Someone gets you a Quest as a Christmas gift, unopened for a couple months. They finally set it up in February or March. The prompt fires immediately. They rush through the settings because they just want to play their game, so they accidentally enter in the wrong birthday. That could go in so many different directions. If they set it up too young, you're going to be stuck with a kid's account. If you enter it too old, that's fine if you're an adult, right? But the problem is you're not going to remember that birthday.
It's been 43 years. I didn't forgot.
So if you enter in it wrong, it's very possible in the future you're going to lose access to all your games and all your app purchases. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. Scenario 4, the used headset. You buy a used Quest. The previous owner's account situation is a mess. Maybe their verification window already lapsed. Maybe there's an age issue baked in. You're now inheriting someone else's problem on the hardware you just paid for. In every one of these cases, the person who gets hurt is the paying customer acting in good faith. Not a kid trying to sneak into an adult account, just someone who made a mistake in the system with almost no margin for error. Now, let's be 100% real here. A kid can easily, now I don't recommend this, kids, don't do this at home, but a kid can easily take their dad's ID or their mom's ID and put that in there. A kid could easily take their credit card and make that one-time purchase to get into the adult account. So that leaves me with a question. What is this really about? Because this system is obviously flawed. Okay, so there are some options that you have available to you, but they freaking fail every time. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so let's say you're in the hole. Wrong birthday, account blocked, or misclassified. What can you actually do? Meta gives you 3 options on paper. Option 1, upload an ID. Go to the auth.meta.com/verify. Follow the instructions and upload a government-issued ID. They'll also take a student ID or a library card if you don't have a government ID. They say your ID is encrypted and stored for 30 days to confirm your identity and then delete it. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. How many times have these companies said that they get hacked and we find out, oh, we were just holding on to it for safety reasons. Yeah, whatever. Okay. But the problem with that is multiple users reported that the link in Meta's verification email doesn't even take them to an upload form at all. They tried different browsers, different devices, incognito mode, clearing cookies, still stuck. The form is broken for a significant chunk of people who need it most. Option 2, credit or debit. Meta charges your card $1 and it's refunded within 5 to 7 business days. It's just for identity verification. The problem, even when this step completes successfully, some users then get hit with the device code prompt on their headset. Put the headset on, log in, nothing appears on the screen. The verification loop keeps cycling. They don't know if their account is saved or not. It's crazy. Like you're just stuck in limbo after all of this crap. You have already bought the device. It's no longer plug and play. Plug and play. Hoops you jump through. Option 3. Contact support. Meta says if you're having issues uploading your ID or verifying your account, contact Meta support. The problem? Live chat is either unavailable or completely useless. The help center won't let people proceed past the locked screen. Support tickets go nowhere. This is documented in Meta's own community forums as recently as well into 2025 and still being reported in 2026, 2 years after the rollout, and nothing has been fixed. So on paper, you have 3 options. In practice, all 3 have documented failure points. And once you're stuck in that loop, the system isn't set up for you to get out. So you might as well just throw your money away in the trash. Kobe. Here's something that gets buried in the coverage of this story. This wasn't just pushed to the households with kids. This went to every single Quest owner on the platform. Every single one. You're a single adult, no kids anywhere near your device, never set up a family account, never use parental controls, doesn't matter. Same prompt, same 30-day window, same consequences if you mess it up. Meta framed this entirely as a child safety measure, but what they actually built was a platform-wide identity audit. And they dressed it up in child safety language to make it harder to push back on. And it seems like every company is doing that now. And the irony is that the system doesn't even catch the people it's supposed to catch. A kid who enters a fake adult birthday on day one sails right through. No friction at all. But an adult who makes a typo on the prompt they weren't expecting, locked out, ID requested, support going nowhere. The people Meta is protecting aren't the ones that are getting hurt. The paying customers are. So where does this leave you? If you've got a MetaQuest or if you're thinking about getting one, the most important thing you can do is treat that birthday prompt like it's the most important form you'll ever fill out for that device. Take your time, double check the year, do not rush. And if you're already in the hole, wrong birthday, locked out, broken upload form, the best path right now is auth, that's auth.meta.com/verify. Try the card verification first since it has fewer steps than the ID upload. And if that fails, keep hammering the Metastore support. Even though it's a painful process, document everything. The fact is that this is still happening to people in 2026, over 2 years after the rollout with no real fix in sight. And that says everything about how Meta prioritizes its customers once they've already got your money. And honestly, this is just the beginning of the conversation. Because since Meta rolled this out in 2024, they've been taking things to a whole completely different level. Most people have no idea that this is happening right now, and I'm covering that in my next video. And trust me, the birthday prompt is going to seem like the least of your concerns. Be sure to subscribe so you see that video when it does drop. I'll also put it in the description below and a link at the end of this video to it, so you'll see it once it's public. Because this is something that you should not miss. This next video is going to be mind-blowing. If this helped you out, drop a like. It helps the channel more than you could ever think. Leave a comment if you have experiences. What did you do? How did you get out of this situation? And did you give up on Meta entirely? And also, is this really to save the children or is this for control? And if you know someone that has a MetaQuest, send this video to them because this prompt is coming for everyone eventually. And it's better to know now before you're actually in it. I'm Tommy Grimm and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.